friends, my name is Jess and I'm so glad that you guys are joining me today because I am coming with you for day 22 of Tamara, the Paper and Pen Girl's 25 Days of Planner Tips. This year's theme is Getting Planned to Done. So you probably just got here from Elisa's video, day 21, and make sure you check out Lindsay's video tomorrow, My Crafty Plans, where she's going to be sharing day 23. For my new viewers, welcome. My returning viewers, welcome back. I hope you guys enjoy this and enjoy future videos as well. So I'm really excited about this year's collab because as someone who has been using a planner for 4+ years, we all know that it is incredibly difficult to be consistent in your planners. So this year's theme is really important to me. As someone who has been a planner for 4+ years, I know how hard it is to be consistent in your planner. I know how hard it is to make sure that you are getting things done. But I have learned some tips along the way that have really helped me. And the biggest one is pre-planning. So my tip is different ways that you can be able to pre-plan. So when I think of pre-planning, not only do I think of writing down things in your planner in advance, but I also really like to think of different ways that I can be able to pre-plan that is the most efficient for me. Since I like to decorate my planner, that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm going to be always writing something down in my planner, but I like to be able to write down brain dump lists. I like to be able to write down advanced plans, and I need to be able to write these down so I don't forget them. So let's go over to my desk and I will show you different methods that I have found that have worked for me. Different methods, maybe they didn't work for me, but they may work for you. And let's just talk about the different ways that you can be able to pre-plan. So then that way you can be able to figure out what may work best for you so you can get stuff done. So I'm gonna go ahead and start this part of the video by saying the ways I'm going to show you are going to be done in a Happy Planner, which is a disc-bound system, but a lot of these can apply to nearly any planner out there. Or if you are someone who uses a bullet journal, then these are pages that you can be able to add into your bullet journal to help you with pre-planning. I will say my number one rule for pre-planning is to avoid the Post-it notes. I love Post-it notes. I use Post-it notes. I have learned to get away from using Post-it notes because I'm basically guaranteed to lose these. So if you're the type of person who likes to leave notes on Post-it note, stick it on your desk. I highly recommend get rid of them. Stick to using a tangible list that is going to be with your planner in your notebook, and you're going to be able to easily refer back to it when you go to actually start planning. One of my absolute favorite parts of a planner is always going to be the year at a glance pages, because usually you can be able to see all 12 months of the current year. Some planners even include 12 months of the upcoming year, and a lot of times you even have space to write in notes. I also like the perpetual calendars. So perpetual calendars basically give you a line a day for every single month, so you can be able to make note of events, of birthdays, of holidays. I really enjoy using this specifically for birthdays and holidays. So then that way I can make sure that I don't forget about somebody's birthday, because I have been known to. Or if I am planning vacation, I will actually write them in on this. So then that way when I go to then request that time off of work, I know exactly what I'm requesting off. One thing that a lot of people do, and this is not something that I do, but they will write in their planner ahead of time. I am a completely decorative planner, which means I don't write in these pages until they are decorated with stickers. So I do have is a planner that is specifically for my plans, and that's meant to go on pages that are not going to be decorated. So this, right, I went ahead and put together what I like to refer to as my pre-plan planner. And it's basically a simply layout from Happy Planner where I can be able to write in on certain days things that are going on that I don't want to forget, but I want to make sure that I put into my actual planner after I have set it up for the week. So for instance, this Monday is a day off from work. I requested this Monday off, so now I know that I can be able to schedule appointments this day if needed. Same, day off and day off. So I'm just basically writing in notes ahead of time so I don't forget it, because I'm gonna guarantee I will forget it. I like to put in, because of the fact that I read books in advance, so I read a lot of ARCs, advanced reader copies, and that is one of the things that I do post about on social media. I like to put in when a book is publishing, so then that way when I go to schedule my week, I can be able to look at that and say, oh, I need to make sure that I have a post ready for that book so I don't forget about it. So I like to do usually about 6 months in advance. It really just kind of depends on the planner. Sometimes I'll set it up for 12 months, or sometimes I'll have it available for 12 months in advance. This one is specifically 6 months only because this planner ends after June. And then after that, I'm gonna need to grab a new planner. So it may seem wasteful, but as somebody who is a decorative planner, having an extra planner where I can just be able to jot down notes, jot down when I need to remember things, this is a huge help, especially as I go to plan my current week. One thing else that I love, and this is something that I've been keeping in my pre-planned planner, is making sure that I have lots of different filler paper. So for instance, one of the papers that I have is this project and to-dos from the Happy Planner. But I also like to keep in simple planning pages. And this is not currently in this notebook, but usually I'll just kind of keep a notebook of different type of paper. So we have some half letter size that fold out. We have half letter that are just simply half letter. I sometimes even like to keep like daily sheets in here, because then I can be able to kind of effectively like use it for to-do list, create myself reminders, that sort of thing. In some planners, you'll have checklist pages like this. These are fantastic for brain dump pages. Brain dump pages are probably like one of my favorite ways for pre-planning. So brain dump page means that I'm going to take a page, give myself half of it for home to-dos, half of it for social media to-dos, and I just literally write down everything that I can think of that needs to be done for home. And then in terms of social media, everything that I need for content creating. And this will go into my actual planner. So then that way I can be able to take a look at the list and see, okay, I'm gonna do this on Monday. I'm gonna do this on Tuesday. This is gonna be done on Wednesday, and I can just check things off as I'm actually writing them into my planner. And then the same with my social media content creating, having that list of everything that I need to be the posts that I need to create, the videos that I need to record. I can be able to effectively make a plan and I can get it done. Sometimes I like to keep just regular filler paper around, and I can literally be able to use it for anything. I can be able to create to-do lists on this. I can be able to write down notes, sometimes I even like to kind of create like a paragraph and just kind of jot down notes about something. These are things that I need to get done related to a project. These are things that I need to get done related to planning for a trip, anything like that. Filler paper is fantastic. And if you're using filler paper that is in your planner, you're not gonna lose it. So that's one of the biggest things for me. Okay, so let's say you don't have a happy planner. Let's say you are somebody who bullet journals. So I've been known to use a Bujo here and there. So what I actually like to do, while I'm not going to be keeping a full bullet journal next year, I am going to be keeping a daily notebook. And this will be used for both daily planning, but I will probably also use it, and I will include brain dump pages. I will include pre-planning pages. So let me show you the current notebook that I've been using, because this is something that I started doing that I really liked, and I kind of had to figure out like what works best for me. So I started with planning pages where I just literally brain dumped things that I needed to get done. I started keeping like a calendar, kind of realized that really didn't work for me. And the best thing about these notebooks is that you can figure out what works best for you and what doesn't work for you. So then it was a matter of, okay, what is going to be posting relating to planner? What's going to be related posting to Bookstagram? Because I try to balance both of them on my Instagram, my social media. But it's a lot of brain dump lists related to certain topics that I need to focus on. So brain dump lists. Okay, so this page right here is what I decided to use this week for my YouTube and for my Instagram. Instagram kind of fell apart on me, so I just, wrote in, just post whatever. just keep up with it every day. Just post something every day. But YouTube, I actually wrote in, this is what is going to be posting for videos every single day. So I know, okay, I need to make sure that I have this video ready. I have this video ready. And for instance, so it really, really helped me out. If I'm trying to come up with ideas for how I'm going to decorate pages, that's a really good thing. So one thing that I'm doing this year, or in 2024, and I feel like that this can definitely be something that can be translated into other ways, is I am keeping a running list of monthly what I have to post for Bookstagram. So this could also be used for somebody who maybe you have a lot of school meetings, or maybe you have a lot of your children have extracurricular activities, you have events that you want to go to. You could just keep on a monthly basis the dates of when they are. And then when you go to actually plan, all you have to do is look at this list and add them to your planner. But this is something that I kind of set it up to where I can be able to have a running log that goes all the way through December. So currently it's going through August, but I've got enough room that this will fit for September through December. And it's just a really good way to track those dates. So pre-planning works not only in a bullet journal, not only in a dot grid notebook, a spiral bound notebook, whatever kind of notebook you choose to use, but for those who use the disc bound system, you could definitely create pages like this using filler paper. So these are pages that I would probably create in like filler paper like this if I wanted to actually keep it in my planner. The biggest tip that I have related to pre-planning is figure out how you can be able to make your lists and where are you going to store them. Because if you store them in a notebook, they're not going to get lost. And it's going to be really easy. Like for me, it's going to be really easy for me to grab this notebook when I go to plan in my actual planner. It's going to be really easy for me to grab this notebook when I go to plan in my planner. So pre-planning, create those lists, get those brain dumps down, use a separate planner to write down what is going to be going on and when it's going on. So in that way, when you go to plan, you can get it done. Thank you guys so much for joining me. So make sure you go check out Lindsay's video. She will be linked down below. And make sure you check out Tamara, the Paper and Pen Girls video on day 26, as she'll be doing a final wrap up. So I like to ask a question of the video. So for my question of the video, I would like to know, do you pre-plan and what method do you use? Thank you guys so much for joining me. Have a good day and I'll see you in my next video. Bye. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to subscribe and enjoy the next video.